Hello, welcome back to another video. Today I'm here to talk about the DJI Osmo Action camera, wireless mics and sound. Now I'm no audiophile, but I did buy this camera specifically for its ability to connect to these mics flawlessly, apparently. So I have two of these DJI mic minis, which are natively compatible with the Osmo Action camera. These are about £25. They don't have any storage on the device themselves, they just connect and transmit to the camera itself. Alright, so I don't know much about audio on cameras, etc. So I took the time to look into it and I thought I would share my experience with the world via YouTube and maybe it will help somebody else. So first of all, to connect the wireless mic, it's super easy. We just go to the settings of the camera. That's not a good thing, is it, muggy? Go to the settings, third option down. Wireless mic, just double check myself there. Once there, you've got the option to connect two. You can connect two wireless mics natively. You don't need the transmitter, etc. TX stands for transmitter, RX stands for receiver, just in case. I'm going to press TX1, and then it's going to start searching for the mic. On the microphone, I'm going to hold down the linking button. There is a blue flashing light in there, but it'll start flashing blue and green when I do that, hopefully. It's changed to green, blue, and then give it about 5 seconds or so and the camera should find that. There you go, goes to solid blue, it finds it, lets you know it's found it. You just do the same if you want to connect two at the same time as well. Apparently the range is 400 meters on these. Not a chance to try that, but that's pretty impressive. Once you're in there, you've got the options to see all the settings for the wireless mics, and you'll also see a monitor volume moving up and down as you get closer. You can see it clips when you put it there. And that's for either side. You can also see monitor volume there. That is just for the monitor to listen to the sound coming out of it. So it's not necessarily for the microphone input. It's if you had some headphones on there and you were using a wired mic. If you had some wireless headphones in there, for instance, you wanted to monitor the sound coming into the camera, you can do that with a wired mic. You can't do it with the wireless mics. So I've read. Once you're in there, we can go to the settings. Just scroll up, and the first one there is called low cut. What this does, it removes low frequency noise like wind or bumps or traffic or something like that. If you're outside riding or doing a sport, you probably want to turn this on. If you're inside and you're interviewing someone, you want to leave it off, and that's because it'll give a fuller voice. It'll record more things and won't cut anything out. So the next option we've got there is noise cancellation via the button. On the DJI mics, you can press the power button once. On the other side of the mic, you'll see there's a little light. When I press it, the light comes on, green button will come on. That means that noise cancellation is on. You press the button again, noise cancellation is off. If you're riding outside, turn it on. If you're interviewing inside, you probably don't need it, so you can turn it off. Noise cancellation will take out the wind, or try to take out the wind and noise like that, etc. Also, I did just find out with this, if you press the link button when it is connected, it will start the camera recording. Press again, and it'll stop it recording. Pretty handy, just found that out. Okay, so back to the settings, bear with me 1 second. So you've got noise cancellation via button, clipping control and LED. So clipping control protects your audio in real time. So if the camera detects that the sound is going to go super high, that someone's going to shout or burp or something, it can lower the level just for that moment, and then that protects your audio file. So definitely if you're riding stuff outside, put that on. You've got LED auto power off. Do you want to display the LED on the mic? Do you want to display, do you want it to power off after the activity? Yes and yes is the answer for me there. And also you've got the firmware version. That's the firmware version of the microphone. This can be updated from the DJI Nemo app, like all the DJI products. Update that as soon as you get one. So something else to talk about here is an option that's not available when you're using a wireless mic. And the reason for that, I had to look into. So I'm going to disconnect the wireless mic, and to do that I'm just going to go back to the mics, press it, say do you want to disconnect, say yeah, it's going to disconnect the mic, job done. Okay, so going back to the settings, there's now a setting that says 32-bit float recording. So what that does, it saves a bigger range of sound. You can whisper and shout and the audio won't clip. But I don't know why it's in the wireless settings, because technically it only works on uncompressed audio files, and when you use one of these it's compressed, so it can't do it, and that's why it disappears. So apparently when you're recording this it's 24-bit, you need 32-bit to do that. So apparently that's the reason, and that's why it disappears. But one more thing that I thought was really helpful, and we're going to come out of the wireless settings and then I'm going to go right near the bottom and I'm going to find a setting that says, it takes me ages to find this, it's called built-in mic audio backup. And this takes a backup by using the microphone on the camera itself, and then can create another backup file of your audio. And it's a clean one, so when you can not got all the filters applied, like the wind, noise reduction, and all that kind of stuff, which is literally a raw file. So there's a couple of options there. You can have, I'll just click it actually. You can have off sound file or video audio track, and the difference there is off, it doesn't create one. The advantages of that are it keeps your video files lower, easier to copy and move, doesn't take up much space. You've got the one that's separate file, so it'll create an extra audio file that you can import, manipulate, put into your video editing software. And then the last one that's ticked there is include it in the include it in the video file. So to do that, I'll show you in a minute how on Filmora you can switch between the tracks. The advantages are you get a clean track, so if something goes wrong with the noise filtering or clipping or something like that, you've always got that raw track to work with. Disadvantages, it takes up more space in your memory card, it takes up more processing power, it takes up more battery, it takes up more time to copy files to your editing software and all that kind of thing. But definitely, if you're someone who works with Pro Sound, Pro Video, it's an option to turn on, I would advise. Again, I'll show you a demo in a second of how to get that file from Filmora, and it's probably somewhere in Final Cut. I don't use those, so I can't give much advice, but I'm sure a quick Google will find that for you. There is also the option to monitor the files as well, as I mentioned before. Sorry, monitor them, the audio, as I said before. I know they're not plugged to headphones, but anyway. And the reason for that is if you've got a wired mic or you're working on a different microphone source, or you're coming from the camera audio and you want to check the camera audio through headphones, you can do that. But you can't have the wireless mic and the wireless buds working at the same time because they both use Bluetooth, and you can't have two Bluetooth profiles going at the same time, I think. So you can't do that, but it's worth experimenting with. So as a summary, if you're riding outside or doing some sports, I would advise put all the options for the wireless mic on, create a backup file, and it's your preference whether you want to put it inside the audio track or as a separate one. If you've only got a little memory card, then maybe leave it off. The 32-bit float will only be available if you're not using the wireless mics, because it's 24-bit and it's compressed side and it's uncompressed. And if you're doing interviews or working indoor, maybe turn the low cut off because you can get a bigger range of sound and the voices might sound a bit better. And you obviously would turn off the wind and noise reduction on the microphones as well if you decide, because you're not going to need it. So I hope that helps somebody. I need to get out on the bike and test these and see how they sound. But the weather in the UK is terrible at the minute. So let me know any of your tips in the comments below, and they will be super helpful for me and other people. Thanks for watching, and I hope you gained something from this video. Please consider liking and subscribing. I've got a few more videos. As I explore this camera, I'll try and share my knowledge. And again, put something in the comments, share your knowledge too. Alright, thanks a lot. See you in the next one.